as we continue to grow as a country, and even as a judicial system, where we are just a bit shy of 3 years in introducing online classes. And also aspect of funding, where we've had a serious challenge with the funding of the judiciary. So how are we looking at being able to digitize that aspect, considering the costs that come inclusive of it? And then the aspect, as much as we might say the overriding objective where justice reigns supreme over the cost, how are we looking at enabling people who don't have money to come and access justice? If it's going to be so expensive to run the judicial system, then the advocates themselves are also going to raise their costs in regards to the services they can offer. Because the challenge will be coming, the law firm that is going to be presenting evidence to court, every law firm now have to have top-notch solutions, or even say computers, and even access to IT professionals able to render the same. And now that brings at a disadvantage people, considering we are in a third world country. But I do believe it's something that can be very applied, but maybe thinking towards a systematic process where we're looking at the concept. It's beautiful, but how we bring that to life. Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the beautiful feedback. I'll now leave it to the panelists to discuss and render their decision. Then once the decision is made, I'll call upon His Lord Chief Justice and Honorable Charles Ondieki to present tokens of appreciation to the debating teams. I'll come and find the participation was considered the right safety. I understand you want them. But let's put a heavy hand on we're a heavy time to raise. And if you're where do you want me to hear? Or we have the I know that I don't
I noted that probably you can work on, especially as you prepare for your oral examinations, all of you. The opposers definitely had an easier ride for obvious reasons. And I like the fact that we used relevant examples, recent ones, things that we can relate with. And I think that is important when you're handling your case or answering your oral examination questions. You should always have something that supports your argument. I also like the fact that we cited case law, whether they were relevant or not. It's important, again, to always have authority. A few challenges in addressing the panel. I think some got lost and we didn't have a uniform way of addressing the panelists. So maybe that is something you can also work on. As someone said, it is a skill that can be developed over time. For the other issues, because I am here with you every day, we can work on them and I'm sure we can improve. Good job.
I'll just make two comments and you will forgive me because I am the examiner. So this is leakage. Number one is structure. You identify the points. I will make submissions on 2 points and you make submissions on those 2 points. If you need to adjust, you can ask the permission of the court to do that. And this is to both teams. My second and maybe the most important point that I will make that I would like you to take with you, even when you sit the bar exam, is issue spotting. Read the question and then spot the issues that you are supposed to discuss. One of us said, don't set your own question and answer it the wrong way. So look at the question, take your time, and spot those issues that require your attention, then address them, and then triangulate, bring them all together to have a conclusion. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Wajiro Ngige. I practice dispute resolution, and so this debate was very interesting for me. Firstly, let me congratulate all of you, because it's very hard to speak in front of so many people, especially when you have such a difficult debate topic. So well done for volunteering to do that and for making the presentation. It will go a long way, and you get better by taking practice, by speaking. I also understand sometimes that you might have some stage fright. So when I was doing my training, a very kind judge told me that when I speak fast, you might want to try wiggling your toes in your shoes, and then you speak slower and things start to work a bit better. You might have your own trick that you want to employ, but that's what works for me. In terms of structure, what I would suggest is that you use your strongest points first. Capture our attention. You might notice that in the room, no one was using their phone when you were presenting, which means the debate was interesting and you had captured their attention. Keep that by using your strongest points first and building upon them. In terms of the use of notes, notes are a good aid, but try not to read too much from them. Like, use it to remind yourself, not as what you're going to present completely. What I want to commend all of you on is a good use of time. The time was really well spent, and use it again when you're building on your next debate to introduce your next speaker and give a good introduction. Thank you.
Good morning again. First, I wish to congratulate each one of you for the kind of confidence you exhibited. For students, I think you're way ahead of yourselves.